I'm here today with Samhain Carter-Brazier, lead singer and guitarist of Dead Pinups. How long have you been playing together as the Dead Pinups?
We've been playing together since March. I think it all came about just one drunken night. We decided that we got on along. We all like the same type of music and zombie films, so that's kind of where it all went from.
Seems like a perfectly logical reason to start a band. It's very, very good. Obviously, you know that Samhain is the Gaelic festival celebrating the end of the light half of the year and welcoming the dark half. How is that reflected in your music and personal life?
I've always been kind of fascinated with like ghosts and witchcraft and things like that. Sounds very gothic, but I blame it on my mother and my upbringing, really.
Well, staying on what has affected the musical aspects of Dead Pinups, what musicians have really influenced you?
It's kind of a tough one. Each member of the band brings a different influence. I mean, Jamie on guitar is really influenced by Iron Maiden. I'm more into Megadeth, Metallica, and people like Martin Gretsch and Radiohead. Just really bizarre things.
I read on Facebook that you performed at Sonosphere. How was the experience?
I was in a band called Little London at the time. It's very, very cool. We had the great honour and pleasure of playing after Corey Taylor from Slipknot. And then the following year we opened up the Jägermeister stage, so we played Sonosphere twice. Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was kind of sad to say goodbye to that band, but a new chapter started with Dead Pinups.
Do you remember your first concert and the feeling of getting onto the stage for the first time?
Yeah, we played the local art centre, and I think I was beyond nervous. I went on stage with a violin bow and was playing guitar with a violin bow. It's a bit mad. I think I've always been a bit of a showman, so always guitar behind the head and things like that.
Do you still get those feelings going on stage now?
I think if you don't get nervous before you go on stage, it's usually a bad thing. You're often having quite a cursed gig or something, so it's good to get nervous, I think.
Talking of gigs, your best gig that you've ever been to see and perform?
God, the best gig that I've seen... Oh dear, I don't know, it's quite a tough one. Actually, I think Muse in 2003 at the Guildhall, they were touring the Origin of Symmetry album, which is quite cool. Best gig to play was Sonosphere the year before last when we opened up the Jägermeister stage. It's just like really cool to be the opening band.
Now, to talk about one of your pastimes, zombies. You describe your own music as rock zombie. What musical aspects are in the genre of zombie?
It's kind of having that, looking at music that's almost died out, like rockabilly and old school punk. I think these types of music have roots in today's metal, but everyone forgets about them. And we're trying to go back to that. That's why we don't scream and shout, because old school punk bands and rockabilly bands never really scream down the microphone. If
you were a zombie and could be taken out by a record, Shaun of the Dead style, what record would it be?
That's another tough one. Oh, what could I do? Fleetwood Mac, Rumours.
That is a great choice. I like it. Another zombie flick question. The film Zombieland, there's Kill of the Week. What would your ideal kill be?
Oh, ideal kill. I really don't know. That's probably running them over in my Wham wagon.
And going back onto the Dead Pinups, which of your own bandmates would survive the longest in an apocalyptic world run by zombies?
Jamie, because he's ginger, and I don't think any of the zombies would want to eat him.
True that. But enough about zombies. Let's talk drink. When you're hitting the town, what's your favourite drink?
Standard to say Jack Daniels or Strongbow. Even though I don't think Strongbow has ever seen an apple in its life, I think it's right up there as one of the best ciders.
When you're with your bandmates, all-time favourite drinking game?
Just drink along to music, T-Rex, Europe. I think one of our favourites is Halloween Perfect Gentleman. We have to listen to that just before we leave the house.
Have we got anything else coming up?
We're working on the next EP. We're in pre-production at the moment. It's on a working title of Back from the Grave. Quite a lot of the tracks we played at our Guildhall gig last year. But I think that's kind of it really. We're planning on just pushing the band more. Photo shoots, videos.
Your latest EP has just been released. Success?
I think it was a learning curve. We tried to record half of it at the studio, half of it ourselves, and we didn't kind of meet in the middle with the type of sound that we wanted. Although giving away free kind of seemed like a good idea at the time, no one's really bothered to download it. So you've got to put the legwork into it.
Well, thank you for your time, and yeah, it's been nice to meet you. So thank you very much.